But I got to ask, since you've been sober since '94, so you wrote "Lit Up" when you were sober. Is that right?
I did, yeah. Lit Up is about the first time I did cocaine, and so yeah, it's about my high school days. There was a guy who will remain nameless who graduated ahead of us. I was in a public school, pretty small school. It was under construction, so it was pretty small school, and he got an apartment right next to the high school, and I couldn't figure out how the fuck he got this apartment, with what money. And then I figured out he was dealing cocaine. So he was dealing cocaine to everybody at the high school. So at one point in my high school, there was like jocks, cheerleaders, punk rockers, surfers, metalheads. We were all on cocaine. We had a lot of cocaine rolling through that school, and it was a lot of fun. I used to. I don't know if I'm sure you've done a lot of cocaine at some point, but there's a thing called the bullet, and so you chop up a vial of cocaine, and I could just bring it to school and do little toots, in between classes, and that was fun. I had a lot of fun on that drug, and I had a friend who I got loaded with. His name was Frank, and every time we get high, we do a line of coke or smoke a joint or whatever, he'd go, Josh, what am I right now? And I go, I don't know, Frank, what are you? And he goes, I'm lit up like a fucking light bulb. And he would say that all the time to me, and I always loved that. It was our little back and forth. And so when it came time to write the song Lit Up, I just walked into rehearsal, and here was this song playing, and I'm like, this has got to be a party anthem, and that's why I called it Lit Up.
And honestly, the first time I saw you guys, I think the first time I saw you guys live was Crew Fest. And I remember when you guys broke into that song, and I'm sitting there thinking, I would have had no idea that you were sober. I would thought these guys are partying, they're doing huge, massive rails backstage. That's what I thought. I literally did. But good for you, man. That's
yeah.
Awesome.
Some people have a real hard time with that I wrote that sober. And it's like, well, fuck. I definitely qualify. I've done a mountain of this shit, so don't worry about it. Loaded Radio.